I found this super cute sign at Michael's when it was on sale, and I wonder how accurate this recipe is. Sugar, butter, cornstarch, water, cornstarch. Bring to a boil. Whisk 3 eggs. Slowly add this stuff. Whisk it together. Vanilla, salt, pecans. Add this to this. Now we're gonna bake this at 350 for 40 to 50 minutes. 45 minutes later, and it looks so delicious.
It is day 10 and we are making mini pavlovas. According to Wikipedia, pavlovas were named after a Russian ballerina named Anna Pavlova. It's believed that it was created in her honor during one of her tours in Australia and New Zealand. So they're super popular in Australia and New Zealand, especially during Christmas time. This recipe is from the Australian foodie queen herself, Ashley Alexander from Gather and Feast. You start by making a meringue out of egg whites, sugar, white vinegar, and vanilla, and whisking it for a really long time till it's light and fluffy. Then you dollop it onto a baking sheet and cook it, and once it's cooked, you have to leave it into the oven until it's completely cooled. You're not even allowed to open the oven door. Once they've completely cooled, I topped mine with fresh whipped cream, raspberries, and chocolate shavings. These would make such a fun Christmas dessert. These pavlovas are light and airy, but really crisp, which I'll show you here. Enjoy!
2 cans pumpkin, 1 pack cream cheese frosting, a sprinkle of pumpkin pie spice, 1 box spiced cake mix. Don't mix it. 1.5 sticks of butter sliced thin. Put into a 350-degree oven for about 40 to 45 minutes.
Easiest Christmas snack. Place pretzels on a tray and then top each one with a Hershey's Kiss. From there, pop it in the oven at 200 degrees for 4 minutes and top it with an M&M.
Today we're going to be making festive M&M pretzel bites. Throw all the pretzels onto a baking sheet. Unwrap all the Hershey's Kisses, placing each one on top of a pretzel, and bake at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 to 5 minutes. Now this is the part that actually makes them festive. I used red and green M&Ms since it's Christmas time and pressed each one into the Hershey Kiss on top. If you plan on transporting these anywhere, I suggest putting them in the refrigerator to cool, but if not, you can eat them right away.
If you love apple pie but don't like the work, then this is for you. I am obsessed with this recipe and it is really easy to make. I promise you will be everyone's favorite person at that Thanksgiving dinner. I will make sure to leave this exact recipe in my comments if you're interested. You need 2 cans of apple pie filling, and then for spices, I use cinnamon, allspice, and an apple pie spice. Then just mix everything together, make sure every apple is coated, then get your caramel candies, cut them in half, and then sprinkle them over the top. Should look something like this so far. Then take a box of yellow cake mix and coat that over the filling. I never said this recipe was healthy, but it is delicious. Cut about 15 cubes of butter and layer that over the cake mix. Then take your pecans, you can crush them up, sprinkle them on top, that gives it that amazing crunch. And then in about 45 minutes at 350 degrees, you will have the most delicious and amazing dessert. Promise me you won't forget the vanilla bean ice cream and caramel drizzle on top. It's life-changing and it's the best apple dessert I've ever had.
Easiest way to make cake pops with leftover cake. Cake pops are 2 ingredients, cake and icing. Got it right here? Let's make them. Take your leftover cake, throw it in a bowl. Make sure to get all that gooey icing in. Get the stress out from all your kids.
Mom!
The icing makes this so moist and it's the perfect consistency here. It's gonna hold it together. I prefer an ice cream scooper, it makes the perfect size balls. You just scoop them and you put them on a piece of parchment paper and pop them in the fridge for about 2 hours to chill, and then we're gonna go back and dip. I'm gonna use a fork, it's just easy. Let's give them a little dip in the white chocolate that I melted. While the chocolate's still nice and warm, add your sprinkles. I like to pop them in the fridge for about a half hour to harden up, and they're so delicious. Look how good they look.